Senator Roger Wicker is a Republican from Mississippi who's joining us now live. He's also a member of the Armed Services Committee. Senator, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
In some sense, this was as much about the July 2011 date when the U.S. troops would start withdrawing as it was about General Petraeus himself at this confirmation hearing. Republicans have challenged that date, calling it arbitrary. Senator McCain said it's a political decision, not one based on military strategy. And there are new reports anecdotally that Afghans are less willing to defy the Taliban because they fear the U.S. won't be around for the long term. So how should we view this July 2011 date?
Well, you can view it either way. There was an article in the Wall Street Journal saying with a wink out of your right eye, where they're assuring the Republicans, and a wink out of the left eye, they're reassuring the people that want to withdraw and have a substantial drawdown in July 2011. I'll tell you, I take the general at his word. And the president made it clear this should be a long-term strategic partnership, and we're going to be providing assistance to make sure the Taliban doesn't come back, and that's going to be for a long time. The thing that worries me is this talk in the House of Representatives about tying the withdrawal date to the appropriation bill and basically using the power of the purse to enforce a timeline that the president is not willing to agree to, and that General Petraeus says is wrong.
Well, one thing that you note, the power of the purse, one of the concerns right now is the fact that General Petraeus said today that he trusts Hamid Karzai, the president of Afghanistan, going forward, despite new reports of corruption. The Wall Street, well, I guess it was the Washington Post, reporting as many as $1 billion just being sent to Afghanistan, and quickly went out the door to support the brother of Hamid Karzai in Dubai, as well as many other wealthy elite Afghans who now live in that country. So what do you do with the corruption there in terms of Hamid Karzai?
Well, you work on it, and clearly Karzai's brother is a problem. But Hamid Karzai is the elected leader of Afghanistan. We recognize him, and he's the best. He's not the best in the world, but he's the best they had to offer, and he's what we have. So we need to work with him. But the main thing is that we need to give a clear signal that we're there for the long haul, and we're not going to cut and run and abandon them to their own devices starting July 2011. And I think a lot of people in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, are hearing their fears, and they're hearing that we might not be there for them.
And Senator Wicker,
it's happened before.
No doubt. I want to follow up on something you said before the committee today and make sure we get your language right. You said that no way on earth our fighting force can lose this war. Only way we can be unsuccessful is if we have a government in Washington who is unworthy of that fighting force. So in terms of the strained relationship, dysfunctional, some Republicans have said, between uniformed military leaders overseas in the field and the civilian leadership at home in Washington, specifically after General McChrystal's comments, Senator Graham said this is a chance to start over completely. So how should that happen to mend the fences within that relationship?
Well, it is a chance to start over, and there's a reason General McChrystal and his troops were worried and dissatisfied because they didn't see the process working. But we're going to begin today. In just a few moments, I think the committee is going to meet off in one of the ante rooms off the floor of the Senate. We're going to report this nomination unanimously, and I think General Petraeus will be confirmed unanimously by the Senate by this afternoon. So that's one way to begin, by showing that we believe in this leadership. We think if anybody in the country, if anybody in the Army can win this, it is a force led by David Patraeus. So we're going to help him, and we're going to put our confidence in him and give him the resources that he needs.
All right, Senator Wicker from Mississippi is joining us live now today. We appreciate your time. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Peter.
1 week after being relieved of his command in Afghanistan,